Hello, Junior 2. How are you? Hope you're fine. Today we are going to summarize what we have dealt with during the previous week. On page 4 in your student's book, we dealt with something called daily routine. Daily routine, we said that they are the things that you do every day. Things that we do every day. Like, I wake up maybe at 7 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock, and so on. I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I eat my breakfast, I go to school, I do my homework in the evening, and I go to bed at 9 o'clock. As we said before, to speak about daily routine or things that usually happen, so we are going to use something called present simple tense. The present simple tense is summarized in the story of the S house. Okay, let me tell you this story. One day we had 7 pronouns. Those 7 pronouns, they were walking in the jungle. Suddenly it started to rain and they wanted to find a shelter to hide from the rain. Suddenly they found the S house. Mrs. S told them, I have only 3 rooms, so I will let only 3 to enter the house. Who are these 3? He, she, and it. He, she, and it. As a summary for this, she let only the singular pronouns to enter. He, one boy, she, one girl, it, one thing or one animal. So, from here, we will know that we use the present simple tense to speak about things that usually happen. Things that usually happen. Okay? How can I know that this thing usually happen or it happens a lot? We have some keywords. What are these keywords? Repeat after me. Always, usually, often, sometimes, never, and every. Always, usually, often, sometimes, never, and every. As we said before also, that the S for the present simple tense, it likes to fight a lot. We add the S to most of the verbs. Like, for example, run, it will be runs, eat will be eats, swim will be swims. Okay, but sometimes it fights with some letters. What are these letters? S, SH, CH, O, and X. When it fights with them, we must add ES, not only S. Like, for example, watches, washes, fixes, misses, goes. Okay? All of them, they end with those letters. S, SH, CH, O, and X. What about the IES? Okay? Also, the S fights with the Y. The Y. Okay, if the verb is ending with Y, so the S will fight with the Y. Okay, and it will kill the Y. We will cross the Y and put instead IES. Like, for example, studies, carries. We omitted the Y and put IES. But note, if we have a vowel before the Y, this vowel, as we said before, it's like a bodyguard. This bodyguard helps the Y and the S will not be able to fight with it. Like, for example, plays, pays, stays. Okay? So, here we didn't cross the Y. Okay, as we all know that we have something called negative form. Okay, so the negative form means to add not to the sentence, to say the opposite of this sentence. Okay, in the present simple tense, we use something called don't and doesn't in order to negate these sentences or to say the opposite of this sentence. For example, they don't like pasta. Dad doesn't drink soda. I don't sleep late. The baby doesn't cry a lot. As you can notice here from the examples that don't, we use it with I, they, we, you, but doesn't with the S. What do you think? Yes, we use it with he, she, and it. Let's go back to our book. Then we have something called family members. Who are the family members that we have here? We have, for example, grandma, we have grandpa, we have mom and dad, we have brother and sister. Also, we have something called aunt and uncle. And we have also cousins. They are the daughters or the sons of our aunt and uncle.